he's an iconic, guy for Sacramento, and whether it's the Fab Five with Michigan onto his time here, his career was really, cemented as a legend here, for, all, not only the NBA, but obviously Sacramento guys. What was Chris like to work out? And I know he was big in the weight room too.
Chris Webber was great. That's my buddy. We had a great relationship. Chris was never late for any workouts with me. Did everything that needed to be done. And then when I retired, he hired me as his personal coach, which was cool. After I retired, then I go to China for 10 years and work with their Olympic program. Come back, and then Webb is having his book signing thing downtown. I'm going, don't let him know I'm here. So he comes walking out, and we used to have a thing called panties.
Yep.
Pink. You can't say that stuff now, but back in it, Joe Klein's the first pink panty guy ever.
Joe Klein is the original.
Joe Klein is the original, and I don't know why I did it, but he made a smart-ass comment. I was walking in the gym, and I'm going, okay, I'm going to pay you back, big boy. Anyway, and Webb, see, what I don't know if this is a reason, but I treated Webb the same way as I treated a rookie. You got expectations, And it's like, while we're working out, I'm not your friend. I got a job to do. And then after we're done, then we're cool. We're buddies.
Well, I think I talk about it all the time, and knowing you personally and, for years, when you know somebody cares about you and wants to help you, you want them to challenge you. You want them to confront you, to push you. It doesn't work if you are missing that piece. But if you're missing that piece and you do it, you're going to have bad results. But when guys know that, hey, you're looking out for them, you want their best, that's the piece that's huge.
That's old school. The new kids now, whole different ballgame.
So how's that? Yeah. So tell me what's
everybody's entitled.
More of the entitlement.
I'm an all-star. I'm with this. You're only 12 years old, for hell's sake. And I'm going to probably get in trouble for this, but I think there needs to be legislation on youth sports. There are too many injuries, too many kids getting burned out. Your body's like a car. It's only got so many games in it. And when you're playing 6 games a weekend as a 12-year-old, you're not going to have nothing left in the tank.
So I totally agree with. I feel like the first off, playing multiple sports, varied muscle movements, different explosive movements.
It's called cross training.
Like that from a hand-eye coordination, foot speed, all
Everything.
Of that to me is, I think, super important for kids. But I also, I'd love to get your take, not only, and maybe the youth plays a part in it, but the world today, like the NBA with load management, like that phrase, like what's your view is on kind of how that's evolved, and then some of the injuries that have happened, like the Achilles injuries are all of a sudden now happening everywhere.
Here's my feeling on this Achilles stuff. A lot of these people are doing Olympic lifting only, clean snatches. Okay, they don't concentrate on your calves, single leg calf. They don't concentrate on dorsiflexion. I think some of it's are the shoes. I don't think I just in their Olympic lifting, I don't see them doing calf raises. And it's the same thing as a leg curl, for hell's sake.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta actually use weights for it. You don't need to walk around like a bodybuilder, but you still need to strengthen those muscles.
Strengthen them. So it's kind of a mix of all.
And muscle group balance, too. Your left leg and your right leg should be the same strength. Okay? If you're right-handed, your left leg's your dominant leg.
Yep.
If you're left-handed, you're right. Okay, so that means naturally that leg is going to be stronger and bigger. So you need to work on circumference and strength.
Counterbalance the weight.
Yeah.
So you think it's kind of a collection of all of it, a lot of that early, the wear and tear early, the shoes, the weight training. When you look at those, obviously Jason Tatum's, Damian Lillard's, Durant's was the original, but like the list of the guys that have had them in the way the injury happens, like watching it as a former basketball guy, that is just a normal, natural. You do that 100 times a game, where you stop and you reach back. So, like, if you were trying to, address that, what would you be recommending to guys to start avoiding that? If you're looking at, the strength training.
Well, the strength training, number one, too, is what I do, and I always have. I have them do 3 different angles on calf raises: toe straight ahead, toe out, toe in.
I remember those, yeah.
Okay, so that takes care of that whole muscle group area, and you got to be able to dorsiflex. You got to be able to flex your foot, and a lot of people. So when you're doing calf raises, a lot of times people only do mini
ones.
I even yelled at you about that. Get that heel to the floor. Dorsiflex. Get it up. Go all the way up. Don't do small range of motion. Because you're not doing small range of motion on the floor.
Yep, because that's always like that. They're sticking the foot back to go. And do you like in terms of load management and kind of that deal? I find it, the arguments both compelling on the sides of like they're playing at such a higher pace now. There's more. The games are faster. There's more shots, more possessions. That leading to it, and then there's also just, maybe the generations.
How many games
evolved.
they got on their body?
So that's what.
How many games do they have on their body? These young kids now are a product of youth sports.